There we go. Okay, let's get started with our barre class. So barre is a ballet and Pilates inspired workout. Dance experience is not at all necessary. With barre, we're really thinking a lot about our alignment, and we're thinking a lot about strength and control and extension and just generally feeling all of the little muscles of your body, building up all the stabilizers, working on all the accessories that we don't necessarily get. So let's just start by getting our body into position. Put your feet underneath your hips, feel your hips strong. And now, very important, lift your rib cage up off your waist. Try to create like an extra inch of space here between your rib cage and your waist. Roll the shoulders back. Give your neck a roll in either direction. All right, feel this lifting through the rib cage throughout the whole class. I'll try to remember to cue you on it frequently, but it's a really, that length, that tall extension for barre is a huge benefit of it. So we're gonna start with our warm up. Let me get our timer started. And we're going to start with a second position, plie to releve. So second position, feet are wide, wider than hip distance. And what our toes are pointed out, not like fully straight out unless you have a huge turnout, which most people don't, more like a 45-degree angle. And the most important thing is that when we come into our plie, so let's lift up our rib cage, open our arms out into our second position. When we come out into our plie, you want those knees to track right over the toes. So look inside your knees. Make sure you can see your big toes on the inside of your knees. If your knees are collapsing in and you see your big toes on the outside of your knees, just close up your feet a little more. So keeping that alignment, we're just going to start with a simple plie here. Plie, nice. Trying to bring that pelvic girdle straight down to the floor, starting to warm up our arms a little by just having them extended to give us a little weight. Nice. We're going to vary it now. We're going to come up onto our toes into a releve. So plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve, plie, releve. Nice. Plie, releve. Strong lift. Strong lift. 4. And we're going to either stick with this, 3, or we're going to turn that releve into a jump, 2. The last one like this, or you can jump, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. And I should say on those jumps, we are always starting and ending in a bent knee. Very important for jumps. Our next warm-up move, battement. Battement just means a kick. So heels together in first position, feet open, arms out again for balance. And we're going to battement front, side, front, other side, front, side, front, other side. So with these battements, we're keeping our foot in turnout. So when you go to the front, you're leading with your heel. When you go to the side, you're leading with your toes. Keeping that alignment of the spine, tall, tall, tall. Try not to let yourself bend forward at the waist as you kick. Nice. Getting that heat going. Front, other side, front, side, front, other side, front, side, front, other side, front, side, front. Last set, front, side, front. Last one, front, side, and front. Nice job. Our last warm-up move, coupe fondue to glissade. So we'll just start with the coupe fondue. Coupe means cup, fondue means melt. So we're going to be doing that first position plie. As we do it, we're going to melt into the standing knee, cup the other foot in front of the ankle. So we'll just start very simple there, working on balance. Coupe, fondue coupe, fondue coupe, bending that standing knee, pointing the opposite toe, coming down into this coupe. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, our next move. So we can stay there if you're not comfortable with jumping. If you want to really amp it up, we're going to come to that fondue. We're going to glissade to the side. Jump to the side, jump to the side. Trying to stay in the frame here, but definitely get as much lateral distance as you can in that glissade. Beautiful, you guys. Love it. Keep it up. Always starting and ending on a bent knee. 4, glissade. 3, glissade. 2, glissade. Last one, glissade. Nice, you guys. Really good. Well, I hope you're warm. I hope your heart rate is going. We're going to move into our arm series now. So you'll need your, make sure I didn't get a chat here. Sorry. Okay, good. Sorry, I just want to make sure no one had a question. You'll need your light weights. If you don't have weights, as I said, you can just use 2 water bottles. So we're going to start with our paper plate or glider, 1 paper plate. This is an option. You can also use a towel, or you can just use nothing under your foot. But we're going to start with 1 foot planted, other foot in a deep rear lunge. We're going to take our arms up and we're going to stay in this lunge. So we're staying in this lunge. We're going to draw the foot in and the arms in. So important here, we're squeezing down the back. So this is for your shoulders, but it's also for your back. You should see my shoulder blades squeezing together at the end, really working the back, keeping that body at a 45-degree angle. So head in alignment, reaching the arms up overhead, keeping that knee bent, already bringing some work into those legs, even though this is our upper body segment. And 4, and 3, and 2, and now we're going to pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rise. Other foot is going to extend now. This time we're going to change the position of our arms so that our hands are facing up, keeping that bent knee in the standing leg. Glide it down, up and down, up and down, keeping that head in alignment, trying to lift those arms up, up and down, up and down. And if you're not feeling the lower body portion of this, definitely you can skip it. You can just stay with the arms. Again, we're trying to keep that 45-degree angle with our body. When our legs and arms are extended, they should be in a straight line. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Shake it out for a second. We're going to come back into that second position, plie position. This time we're going to do overhead press. So again, really important to try to keep from bending forward. We're trying to just bring that pelvic girdle straight down to the floor without bending forward. So arms out 90 degrees. Really keep those shoulder blades behind you and press and press. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the elbows in line with the shoulders. Your elbows will want to open up toward the front of your body. The goal is not to do that. Plie, plie, press, press. Now, if you want to add another dimension, you can add that releve back in when you come up to press. Releve and press. So for I was letting my elbows fall forward because I was focusing on my releve. Don't lose focus on your arms. Press, press. 4, 3. We're going to do our pulses in plie. 2, 1. Hold this plie. Pulse, 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 pulse. Not letting your elbows come below shoulder distance. Up and down 2 or 3 inches. Pulse. While we're here, hold on to that core. Make sure that that tailbone is not sticking out behind you. I don't want it tucked. I don't think that's good form, but I don't want it sticking out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. I definitely specified little weights. These are 2 pounds. They definitely feel like enough. We do a lot of reps here. So if you need to drop the weights, you can just use your hands as your weights if you don't have light weights, which I know a lot of people don't. All right, side raise pulses. We're going to roll our shoulders back, plant those hips, those feet under the hips, tall, tall, tall. Roll the shoulders back, side raise. We are going here, I'm just gonna have one arm in the frame. We're gonna pulse 8 each direction. So go 8 down, 8 up, 8 forward, 8 back, and then we'll repeat. All right, getting into position. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down. Up. Front. And back. Again, down. And up. And front. And back. We'll just do a half set this time. 8, up, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, front, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4, finish it out, 2, 3, 4, down, 2, 3, 4, front, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4, and done. Nice, good endurance. Good endurance. That is not an easy one. All right, we're gonna do triceps now. So arms up, elbows. Feel like you are holding your arms right next to your ears. You don't want your elbows to flare out. Just drop those weights, drop them behind you. Thinking about keeping those elbows right in place next to the ears, not letting the arms flare out. And up, down, and up, lifting that rib cage up off the waist, down, and up. Strong core to keep your back from arching too much. Down and up, down and up, down and up. 4, 3, 2, 1. 90 degrees. Push back, 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 back. Holding back, 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 back. Keeping those arms at 90. Back, back, back. Holding that core. Back, back, back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Holding here, we'll just pulse, 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 pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Shake them out. Really good. We are going to do some bicep work here. We are going to have our arms out in front of us. They're never going to drop below our shoulders. Well, ideally, of course they can. We're going to be in our first position. We're going to come down into a plie and bicep curl. We're going to come up into a releve and press. So curl, extend, and press. Extend 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 and press. Nice job. Extend and press. Extend and press. 4 and press. 3 and press. 2 and press. Last one and press. Standing here in first. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Our last move for our arms is going to be our fly. We're going to work on our back here. So feet parallel, knees slightly bent, straight, strong back, no booty out, no booty in, straight, strong back. Roll the shoulder blades down the back. Fly those arms up to the sky, squeezing those shoulder blades. Really feel this in your back. Open, open. Holding onto that core to keep your spine in alignment. Rise and fly. Rise. Really good, you guys. Great form. I'm seeing such strong, straight spines. I love it. Open and down. Open and down. 4. Then we have our pulses. 3, 2. Here we go. We pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Nice job, you guys. Put those weights to the side. Now we are going to get our chair to serve as our bar as we go into our bar series. So you can have the chair wherever is comfortable for you. And I'll just start with it to the side, but I'll probably move it around my body. That's certainly an advantage over having an actual fixed bar because I can stay facing you. So we're going to start with our first position plie series. We're going to have our feet, heels together, toes open, knees tracking over the toes, big toes on the inside of our knees. We'll just start with a plie and up, plie and up, plie. Just getting used to this motion, feeling the nice warm up of our legs. We really focused on our upper body in the last circuit. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming up in releve. On your toes, bring your heels together again. Now we're going to get really deep into this plie because we have all this extra length in our calves from pointing our toes. Plie and out. Plie. Whoa, my chair is not strong enough. I need to put my weights on it, I think. Plie and and out. Deep bend, still paying attention to those knees. We want them to be opening out, not opening to the front. Thinking about bringing that pelvic girdle straight down to the floor, not tucking our tailbone, not sticking it out behind us, not bending forward at the waist. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming down, we pulse, 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 pulse. In this pulse, you can work on your balance. I really want you to think about your core. I really want you to think about top of the head to the top of the ceiling, not bending forward, not bending back, definitely not bending back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, hold. Squeeze those heels together. 8, 7, you can raise your arms up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake it out. We're going to come into some variations there. We're going to come back, feet on the floor, coming back into that plie. We're just going to stay here, heel lift, and set them down. Lift, set them down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Lift and down. Keeping those knees bent. You want every part of your body to stay in the same place in space from your hips up. Head doesn't move, hips don't move, shoulders don't move. We're really working on those quads, those inner thighs, those calves. Down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to stay up here, hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up and release. Nice. Just to mix it up, I'm going to move my chair to the other side for our last plie variation. And we're going to do some passe plie walks. So passe just means to put your toe to your knee. We're going to alternate here. So we're just going to plie, passe releve, plie, passe releve, plie, passe, plie, passe, plie, passe, plie, passe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come up, hold, touch, 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 touch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plie, other side. Touch, 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 touch. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Next move is our deep rear lunge on our glider. So taking one of your gliders, paper plates, a towel if you're on a slidey floor, or just using your foot to move. We're going to come into this deep lunge. So I'm going to face my chair, have it here for balance. And let me set. So we are coming so deep here. We want to keep this knee right above the ankle. I don't want to see the knee moving forward. That's not great. Tall spine. So again, we're not bending forward over the bar. Rising up, bringing those feet to meet. So lunge, bring it back. Lunge, bring it back. Really pressing, really think about getting really far behind you. Focusing on that movement to the back, back and up. We're gonna come back and up. back, and up. So tall. 4, rise up. 3, rise up. 2, rise up. Last one, we'll stay here and pulse, 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 pulse. So that foot is just moving front and back, just a couple inches. Pulse, 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 pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold, hold, and balance. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring it back up and switching to the other side. So glider under the other foot standing strong, back and in. Let me get in a better position here. The space constraints of being at home. How I miss the gym, you guys. Back and up. Back and up. Tall spine, strong core, head to the ceiling and up. Really feeling this on those inner thighs as they draw back in. Back and up. Back and up. 4 and in. 3 and in. 2 and in. Last one, stay back here. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly rise. Drag it in. Take it off. Shake it out. Our next move, you can use your chair for balance, or you can stand in center floor. I will start in center floor. We are going to be here in third position. You're going to tuck your heel into the arch of your foot, and we're going to do a tendu, which is just pointing the toe and running it across the floor. So let me demo. We're going to go tendu, front, side, front, and then if you're comfortable jumping, we'll plie and we'll do a switch. That's a changement. If you don't want to jump, just step it back. So getting set in that position, then we'll be set to do the other side. Getting ready for this tendu, 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 changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, and switch. Front, side, front, and switch. Remember with the switch, always starting and ending with a bent knee. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, changement. Front, side, front, and switch. Front, side, front, and switch. Front, side, front, and switch. 2 more. Front, side, front, and switch. Front, side, front, and switch. Nice, good allegro sequence right there. All right, we're gonna finish out our bar workout, our series at the bar with some more of a strength move. So I'm gonna use my ball, but you do not have to use anything. We're just going to put the ball in one knee, putting your forearms on the chair. We're gonna start with a fire hydrant. So we start with our knees together, lifting up to the side. We're not going to lift those hips. We're just lifting the leg in the socket. lift, and up. If your chair is tall enough, you can feel free to rest your forehead on it. My chair is kind of short because I'm just using a folding chair. Lift, keeping a 90-degree angle in your leg. That's all the ball is doing here. It's just keeping that nice 90-degree angle in your leg. 4, 3, 2, pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pulse, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Same leg, extending it back, parallel to the floor, flex the foot, kick the heel in. Kick, 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 kick. The ball gives a little bit of resistance, but again, it is not necessary here. It's more of a cue to me to keep the right form. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. That standing leg is probably feeling it. Seems like the working leg should feel it, but it's not. It's the standing leg that feels it. Let's get set up for the other side. So starting with those knees together, opening up the hip. Open the hip. Working to keep the hips parallel to the floor, moving the leg in the hip socket rather than moving the entire hip. And down, lift, and down, lift. Strong through that standing leg, core engaged. We're about to move on to core, so make sure it's nice and warm. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the back. Kick, kick, flex that foot, kick that heel. Knee straight to the floor. Thigh parallel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. All right. Whew. Putting that chair aside, we are done with the bar portion and we are moving on to our core. So you can put out your mat if you would like. We're actually going to start with our standing move, which I like to do to just give our heart rate a chance to go down before we start getting onto the floor. So we're going to have one weight, not very much, but just a little bit of extra here. We're going to have one foot facing forward, other foot facing to the side. So your feet are at a 90-degree angle to one another. We are going to lift up and over toward that foot that's bent to the side, weight in the top arm, down and up, down and up, down and up. Trying to keep that top shoulder open. You can look up at the weight if that gives you a nice cue. Down and up, down and up, down and up. 4, 3, oh, there's still more flakes of snow outside. I thought it was done. 2, and now we'll stay down here and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up. And switching feet, switching arms. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. So feel your obliques kicking in to lift you up. The lift should be coming right here from the center of your core. Don't use your legs certainly to lift you up. Your legs should be stationary and stable. Don't use your hips. Use your core to lift your body up. 4, lift. 3, 2, and pulse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Coming down to the mat, we're going to use our paper plates / gliders for a really challenging move. We're going to do a plank, tuck, and glide. Now I'm going to roll this out of the way a little bit. The tuck and glide is very optional if you are not feeling it right now. So we're going to alternate a tuck and a pike, having our feet on the gliders. You can be on your wrists if that's comfortable for you. If that's too painful on your wrists, you can come down to your elbows. We want to have our shoulders right over our hands. We're going to start with that tuck and out. And now pike and out. Tuck and out. Pike and out. If you don't have gliders, you can just step to a tuck. Come up to a pike. Step to a tuck. Come up to a pike. If you have your gliders, we're gonna tuck, or your paper plates. Tuck and pike. So the goal here in this tuck, keeping that upper body even, in the pike, dropping the head down, getting those glutes high in the air, and pike, tuck, and out, pike, and out, tuck, and pike. 2 more sets, tuck, and pike. Last set, tuck, and pike. Come back to plank for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Putting those gliders to the side. I think we're done with them. We are going to lay on our backs and come into a leg lower with a pike. So you can take your thumbs and put them underneath your glutes. I have generous glutes and a curved spine, so this helps keep me in alignment. And we're going to extend the legs. Get in line here. We're going to lift the legs up, press up to a pike, slowly lower. You can have your head on the mat, or you can lift it up. I just have it lifted up so I can see you guys. Pike, slowly lower. So the slowly lowering is a huge part of this move. That negative work, not using momentum, and rise slowly, push up, down, and up, push up, down, and up. Strong contraction at the top, down, and up. Strong contraction, down, and up. Strong contraction, 4, and up, 3, and up, down, 2, and up. Last full move, and up. Hold it here for 8, 7, get as close to the floor as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Nice. What do we have next? Okay, we have a bird dog. We are going to come onto all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, and we are going to reach our opposite hand up behind, touch the toe, out to the side. Touch the toe, out to the side. Both arm and leg going to the side. So feeling those obliques kick in, letting the leg move in the hip socket rather than moving the hip. You should feel a strong contraction in your core, opposing that movement as you open to the side. 8, lifting the belly up from below, not letting our spine contract. 6, 5, not having a sway back. 4, 3, 2, last one, we'll hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other side. Reset, opposite arm, opposite leg. Reach, open to the side. Reach, open to the side. Reach, open to the side. Hitting the speaker. Reach, open to the side. Reach, open to the side. Reach, and open. 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, hold here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Shake it out. We're going to come back onto our back. Our last core move here is going to be a very classic crunch pulse. You're going to have your hands just resting on your belly. If you need support, you can open your hands up or you can cross them. We're going to try to just rest them on our belly because that helps us feel, bringing the belly button to the spine as we pulse. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Head and shoulders off the mat. Heels flat, nearest to the glutes. Pulse, 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 pulse. Keep it up. Pulse, pulse, pulse. This is a classic. It gets kind of boring, but it's what everyone thinks of when they think core exercises. There's a lot more to core than the crunch, but the crunch is a classic for a reason. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, 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 hold. Lift those feet, lift those arms, hold, hold, extend the feet. If you can, crunch more, more, more for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, slowly relax. Open up. You made it. All that's left is the stretching. Start with this nice pencil stretch. Oppositional force, arms reaching behind you, toes pointing away from you. You can kind of reach one arm and leg and then the other. Okay, coming to seated, we're gonna start with a hip flexor stretch. I'm gonna roll the mat to give my knee a little more cushion. So planting one knee, hands on hips. Step the other foot way forward, way more than 90 degrees. Use your hands to push your hips forward so that you feel the stretch on the opposite leg. I'm just gonna reach my hands behind me to get a little more stretch. Need something to hold on to here. Grab a sock. Nice. So try to just fall into that stretch. Let your heart rate slow down a little. Really nice. Really nice. We did a lot of work on those quads. So feel that good stretch And now push back to stretch the hamstrings. Think about pushing the hip of the outstretched leg behind you to really get a maximum stretch. You can have your hands on your calves, on your toes, whatever's comfortable for you. Definitely still an active stretch though. And slowly switching to the other side. Foot way, way, way in front of you, way more than 90, hands on hips. So you're pushing both hips at the same time and your hips stay parallel to come into that hip flexor stretch. Holding on to your hands behind you. I've got my sock as a strap. Opening up your chest. We did a lot of work with our upper body today as well. So we definitely don't want to skimp the stretch for our upper body. Not to mention all the time we spend in front of our computers. Breathing and relaxing into this stretch. And coming now into that hamstring stretch. Feel the nice stretch on the back of the leg, pushing the hip of the outstretched leg behind you to make sure that the full stretch is in the leg and it's not your body coming out of alignment in order to meet the position. And now, planting our feet, keeping the head down for now. Plant your feet wide, 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 feet parallel. Just come into this wide V stretch. Bringing your head down toward the mat. You can walk your hands through your legs behind you if that gives you more stretch. We also did a lot of inner thigh today. So this should give a nice little stretch to those inner thighs. And giving the knees a little bend, slowly rise up, head last. Turn out your feet so we're in our wide power second position. We're gonna come down into a plie. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more time. Letting your heart rate slow, slowing your breathing. And exhale. Ladies, take your curtsy. Gentlemen, take your bow. Thank you very much, you guys. Great class. This was great. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you again next week.
Thanks. A new class. Cool.